You are welcome in AI with Rao, and let's make AI simple. So yesterday we discussed about bell curve. Have you ever wondered that there is a bell curve that called Gaussian distribution, then what should be the nature of that curve? Like where should be the center? Is all bell curve have the same width, same height, or some are tall, or some are short, or some are shallow, some are shrinking? How should be the nature? So this question and its answer is actually hidden inside three concepts. Yes, the first is mean, second is variance, and the third is standard deviation. Now, as we do, let's uncover this topic through one story. Now, you are a cricket coach, and the first 5 players in your team scored 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 runs. Okay? Now, someone came to you and asked you, upper management, what is the average score of your team? Then how can you find? Simple. You will sum all the number and you will divide it by 5. You do that, you will find 40. Okay? Now, there is a twist. There is another team, your opponent, and their first 5 players scored 0, 0, 40, 80, and something else. And their average is also 40. Now, if I ask you, who is a better team? 0, 0, 40, 80, 90? No. It's your team who is being consistent throughout the match. Now, let's uncover all these three concepts through these two examples. What is this example? You are a coach and two team 1 and team 2. Team 1 scored 40, 50, 60, and now 0, 0, 40, 80, and say 90. And this 40 that came, the average is actually the mean. So mean you can like the center of that bell curve is the mean. Now, if you ask me, then what is the variance? See, now relate to the same. Now, how much each run is spread with reference to this number 40. So, what is the mean? Mean is 40. And for the first team, how much spread is there for each runs? So, there is a 40, then there is a 20, then 30, 40, 50. But for team 2, there is 40, then 0, then 0, then 80, then somewhere else. So, spread of data is high. So, this spread of data is actually being measured with variance. So, for team 1, the spread of data is less, the score is consistent. For team 2, the spread of data is high. So, scored is inconsistent. Now comes the third concept, and here the mathematicians have really played a smart understanding game. The problem with variance is it is actually being measured by doing a square unit, and it doesn't give the simple measurement. So what we do in standard deviation, We take the square root of a square and we get a linear number. So standard deviation is a modification of variance to make a square into a linear, and it tells that how much length, how far is the data from the center point, and the center point is mean. Then how far or close the data is from the mean is the measurement of standard deviation. Now if you ask me, then why we need to understand this concept of mean, variance and standard deviation? Okay, I know that mean is the average or the center of our bell curve. Okay, variance measures the spread of the data from the center, from the mean, and the standard deviation is like a way to measure the length of the data or the distance of the data from the center point, and that is the mean. Then why we are learning this? Now relate this concept to AI. So once AI, and especially the machine, whenever we pass any features, and feature I mean is the data, if we pass any data to machine to learn it, and if we already understands that okay, these datas are all the data, how close, how far, what is the relation among them, then based on this it can make a better prediction, because it already understands, you have already provided that how each every data are related. You got my point? So it can do better prediction where in your answering, in learning, finding the pattern, predicting the image, forecasting the like weather, forecasting any stock price. Every pattern is like smooth and consistent. So that's the reason we need to learn. Now for tomorrow, if I ask you one question that you should keep in mind, that as a human, say I'm taking two parameters only. I have weight and I have height. If I ask you that as a human I have weight and height, if I change my height, how my weight will change, and if I change my weight, how my height will change, and what is the relation between them? So what is this concept and how we are going to solve this problem? We are going to learn that tomorrow. So thank you so much for being in the video till now.